your mother. And whether you like it or not, you are also your father.
Wait, what? The #1 movie in the country. About time I go see it, right? And do a little review just for you. Let's do it. Okay, Shang-Chi Legend of the Ten Rings. I have definitely seen the movie, as you know, but is it that good? Well, yeah, and let me tell you why.
A guy with a freaking machete for an arm just chopped our butts in half.
Listen, I get it. All takes are subjective, but this movie is truly top-notch and definitely lends both its style and choreography to Hong Kong action movies of the past. So it's only right we do a quick review right here on the channel.
I really am.
Yeah, Kung Fu Chronicles back again. Listen, let me get it out of the way first and foremost. If you have not already, drop a little like down below. Let us know you're enjoying that content so we can make more of it for you. I wanted to do a quick review of the new movie Shang-Chi because as the first official Marvel martial arts movie, I think it's only right we talk about it right here on the channel. At this point, it's out, so beware, there are spoilers. I'm going to do my best to keep it as spoiler-free as possible because there's so many cool nuggets in this thing. I really think you need to see a lot of them for yourself.
If I die, it's your fault.
Listen, from the beginning, you know it's a star-studded cast. We've got the Canadian actors Simu Liu, Awkwafina, Tony Leung, Michelle Yeoh, and so many more. This cast is vast and they're amazing. But the story is where I really feel Shang-Chi truly gets its heart. Now, originally, if you're a comic book buff, nerd, whatever, you know the original Shang-Chi comic kicked off back in the early 70s. Originally, it was called The Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. And back then, if you thought Marvel was trying to cash in on that Bruce Lee Kung Fu craze,
Goddamn right.
initially, Marvel wanted to do a comic version of the David Carradine series Kung Fu that was already on TV. But the rights issue to the show was a problem. So, Marvel did the next best thing, or so they thought, and structured a book based off the fictional villain Dr. Fu Manchu, and they made him Shang-Chi's dad. So later, Marvel lost the rights to that character and went ahead and renamed Shang-Chi's dad in the book to Zhang Zhu. And in the movie, he's simply Wen Wu, played by Tony Leung. The movie starts off with the backstory of Wen Wu and how he acquired the 10 rings. And by the way, in the comics, Shang-Chi was not connected with those rings in any way. That was more of a Mandarin thing. Yeah, remember that guy from Iron Man 3?
Bloody hell, bloody hell.
Don't move.
I'm not moving.
Technically that villain, whole other story. Pretty long, in fact. We won't go there on this one. Just know that's part of the history. And not saying there's an Easter egg in the movie, but maybe saying.
I know a lot of things, but I don't know about that.
Now, the rings are mystical weapons that grant immortality and power to the owner. Wu creates an army he calls the 10 Rings, and with it he conquers multiple kingdoms over the years. In 1996, he searches for the Taolo village, which is said to keep mystical beasts that Wu thinks will enhance his power. Once there, he encounters a village guardian named Ying Li. In his attempts to breach the kingdom, fights her, and she actually bests him. They end up falling in love and leave the village and their respective powers behind. They end up having 2 kids, one being Shang-Chi and the other his sister, Xialing. Not to spoil everything for you again, because there's so many cool Easter eggs and cameos in this movie, I really think you guys need to go in and see it for yourselves. Just know more tidbits of the story. Shang-Chi is brutally and feverishly trained as a child after his mom's untimely death, and yeah, she's killed by an enemy, which makes Wen Wu resume using the 10 rings to seek his revenge.
Revenge!
Revenge!
Now we're cooking, huh?
Now, true Kung Fu and martial arts fans will really want to take note of all the homages to great movies of the past, like Hero. Remember that Jet Li one? And I'll give you a hint. That homage comes right in the beginning. You'll see it right away and know it. Most will remember that movie starring Jet Li, but also who? Tony Leung. Tai Chi Master, or Twin Warriors as the movie's also known. There's a cool homage with another great performance from Michelle Yeoh. She was also the star of that old movie. And it kind of takes that idea of soft or eternal power like Tai Chi to counter hard and external power of just straight Kung Fu, hardcore fighting. There's a quick Kill Bill, blink and you'll miss it reference in there that's kind of cool. And even a James Bond Skyfall kind of look when a certain fight happens, that's very nice. A definite Black Widow character is in there, but blink and you might miss them as well. And yes, there are various nods to genres and movies there, and you won't really have to go that deep to catch a lot of them. And hell, if you're a Dragon Ball Z or Street Fighter fan, there's even some callback for you guys there too. This movie's got a lot and features some fantastically choreographed fights, so if you're going in there for the action, you will be pretty much satisfied. Some noteworthy ones are that fight on the bus that everyone's seen in the trailer, or at least parts of it. There's also a fight that starts in an office building, goes out on some scaffolding that's really awesome, and many, many more filmed in that cool Hong Kong action style. But do know that that third act is really where the movie embraces its sci-fi / fantasy vibe, and there is a great deal of CG, but honestly not to the point where I was overwhelmed. Because listen, it is a Marvel movie, but that transition may be a lot for some hardcore, purist kung fu martial arts fans. I'll at least guarantee no matter how critical of a fan you are, you will be entertained by this movie. And oh yeah, Awkwafina is up to her usual hijinks and she is hilarious.
Shang-Chi.
Shang.
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 S-H-A-N-G. Shang.
That's what I said.
Now guys, make sure you guys stay for the end credits on this one because there are 2 of them and they feature a bunch of cool ass cameos you don't want to miss. Guys, I really just wanted this to be a quick review where I share most of my initial thoughts and excitement without a ton of spoilers. Trust me, they're all online if you want to see them, so beware if you click on them. But hey, it's all on you guys. Did you see the movie? Did you like it? How would you rate the fights? Overall story, tone, etc.? Do you plan on seeing it again? Does it go in your top 10 or even top 5 Marvel movies now? Let us know down below in the comments. For me, it will definitely be going into my top Marvel movie list for sure. It's truly the first time that authentic Hong Kong action meets the Marvel movie genre, and I'm here for it. And guys, finally, if you'd like to support us, make sure you're following on social media, and also our new Patreon account is open for you.
Oh, hell no, I'm not doing this.
And if you'd like to support in any way, it is always appreciated. Shang-Chi Legend of the Ten Rings, what are you waiting for? Get out there, check it out, keep punching.